doing some practice for round 2 of the Waltmeister League tomorrow. The next race in Bahrain. There's been a lot happening since last Sunday's race in Australia. Most notably, you know, we have nearly got a full grid now. I mean, it's unbelievable how much this has blown up over the last week. Once again, thank you to Schumacher 1357 for arranging this league. But as you can see, JST, yep, he won the race last Sunday. Bring That came second, Wildcat third, Schumacher himself came fourth, Lucky Team fifth, IG sixth, Royston seventh, JWBA eighth, me DNF, and then we have all the DNFs. But I have now got a teammate. In the last race on Sunday, I was the only McLaren on the grid, and I finally have a teammate. So thank you, Eric, for choosing McLaren and being my teammate in the league. We've also got Cortex 1994, All Albion, which I personally have invited. Any West Bromwich Albion fans that are on Twitter knows about All Albion, because you know, he does some amazing tweets about West Brom, and I sent him an invite, and lo and behold, to my surprise, to be honest, All Albion has joined the league, and he's racing AlphaTauri. So yeah, and then we've got Stigma, Connor WBA, I would assume another Albion fan, and Decro. So we have got a few more players. We literally only got 2 more spots left to fill. Cortex and Decro have yet to choose their teams, but really there's only Haas and Alfa Romeo left to pick. So yeah, 18 out of 20. We've nearly got a full grid, guys. I think back in round 1 on Sunday, we only had like 11, 12 players. And in not even a week, I mean, it's Saturday now, not even a week, and we've nearly got a full grid. That is absolutely awesome. So it's going to get a lot more competitive in the races. So yeah, we just need 2 more players, and for Cortex, Decro and the 2 new guys, whoever they may be, to pick their teams. 2 of them have got to be Haas, 2 of them have got to be Alpha. And yeah, it's looking really good, this league. It's really starting to take shape. Constructor standings, yeah, McLaren 6 with no points, but now I've got Eric as a teammate. So yeah, and here were the results from Sunday, as you can see. And I crashed out from 3rd. That's the most gutting thing on this. I crashed out from 3rd. So so yeah, hopefully I can do better this time. Don't put it into the wall. Although Bahrain is a desert, you know, so there's not many. The walls are a lot further away in Bahrain than what they are in Australia. But there is like the wall at turn 10, the very sharp left-hander, which I'll show you momentarily. I've just noticed I haven't changed the message at the bottom, but that's all right. That'll be changed for the next live stream, which is tomorrow. Live round 2 at Bahrain, and yeah, you know, so that message will get changed either today or tomorrow. But right now I am going to do some practice for tomorrow's event. So I will go on to time trial, racing as McLaren, of course, and yep, that's the next one. I am pretty decent on this track. As I said in the last live stream in round 1, I'm a lot better at Bahrain than I am at Australia. So yeah, the only turn that really concerns me is turn 10, which is that sharp left-hander into the first proper long straight of the lap. So yeah. So here we go. Some practice for tomorrow's race in the dry. I'll also do a couple of wet race runs as well. So yeah, because you never know, it might rain in the desert. Right, eventually. Here we go. Right. Now I've just got it onto balance defaults for the moment, just to get a lap time in, basically a base lap time, and then we'll start playing around with the custom setups as we go. I am thinking of doing a custom setup because in the last race I only used presets, so I'm gonna see like what custom options there are. But right now, just for the first bit, I'm gonna go on to a balance preset, just so I've got a benchmark, you know, in terms of lap times. So yeah, select that and get back in and go to track. No, go to track. There we go. Right. So daytime in the dry. DRS open. ERS active. Okay, turn 1 is a bit slow, to be honest. Slow right-hander. DRS open going into turn 3. Accelerate up. And this is a good sequence of corners, this is. I enjoy going through these. Oh, what? My wheel was still on the track. Come on. Unbelievable. Here comes turn 10, the one corner on this circuit I hate. Misjudge that, you could end up in the wall. Activate the DRS. And yeah, sometimes I do go wide on this corner to the right if I've understeered massively. Slow it right down. This is like the second major straight. And yeah, okay. Oh, next lap invalidated as well, okay. And then last corner straight into DRS. So that was a 131.7, but it was invalidated. And that was on a balanced preset, so let's just get this lap out of the way and then try again. The game itself does include a short version of this circuit, but we're not going to be playing that. Turn 10, slow it right down, turn to the left into DRS, long sweeping left-hander into the right-hander, don't take too much curb, you could spin. I would have thought there'd be a third DRS zone on this straight, but there isn't. You know, some tracks have 3 DRS zones. Bahrain isn't one of them though. You got the first DRS here. and then the second DRS after turn 10. Right. Yeah, like I said, slow right down for turn 1 after that long straight. Oh no, here's the other DRS zone. I knew there was 3 DRS zones. So you got one on the main straight, you've got one after turn 3, and then you got one after turn 10. So there was. If it was possible to have 4 DRS zones, this would be the track that would have it. Right, here we go into turn 10 again. You know, that left-hand turn, turn 10 at Bahrain, is very similar to, what was it, Malaysia. I think it was like turn 14 at Malaysia, just before the last long straight of the lap. That really sharp right-hander. It's kind of like that. Obviously, except it pulls to the left instead of the right. And I had trouble with that corner as well when Malaysia was on the calendar. I loved Malaysia. I did race in Malaysia. I don't know why the FIA didn't like renew their contract. Well, here we go. 1:31.5. That's the benchmark. Right, at the moment, I'm slightly behind my PB, which is obviously, oh, there we go. Now if you can get this sequence of corners right. See, now I left the track more on that run than I did when I got invalidated. Probably didn't invalidate it then because I ended up compromising myself. Definitely not going to beat PB here. No, I'm a second and a half off PB. Right, so yeah, I'm a 1:29.1 according to that. Am I really? Yeah, I'm a 1:29.1. That I did not race in a Mercedes though. What? I could have sworn it was a 1:31. Okay, let's try preset 4, increase top speed for the straights. Because the only corner I ever really have trouble with, to be honest, is turn 10. Turn 12 I've been known to spin as well. You know, that long sweeping left-hander is turn 11 into the right-hander at turn 12. If I hit too much curb at turn 12, then I have been known to lose the back end and spin. And 1 second, my sister is texting. Okay, 1 moment. I am live streaming. There we go. Right, so increase top speed. Change to that. Let's see if I can beat. It looks like, yeah, 1:29.1 in a Mercedes, but I raced as a McLaren. So that's weird. Unless I time trialed this before and I don't know. I didn't know about it, but I definitely did a 1:31. So go to track with preset 4 equipped. DRS open, and let's go. Already I'm pulling out a bit of a lead just for the top speed preset, but cornering is terrible. So I've got to find the right balance between cornering and top speed. Yeah, I nearly lost the back end then as well. Oh, cornering's bad. Okay, so you can't go all out top speed on this track, even though it's got 3 decent sized straights, or rather 4 decent sized straights. If I just follow the racing line, watch this. Okay, I would have thought the cornering ability would have pulled me out wide in turn 11. Instead, it's pulled me out wide in turn 13. So yeah, this preset's no good. 131.9. That's way slower. Oh, lose the back end. And that is why you can't rely just on top speed. The car has to have good cornering ability as well. So I think I'm going to pit in this lap. Right, so we've worked out that in the balance preset, got good cornering, but you need to up the top speed a little. And if you go all out top speed, then your cornering isn't as good, and you can spin the car. So I've got to find a good balance between cornering and top speed. So yeah, personal best is a 129.1. Right. Seeing, comparing it to other members of the Waltmeister League, I'm actually slower than all of them. Forget Jedi Overlord because he's not part of the Waltmeister League, but all these are. All Albion, impressive, 127.1. So even in the Alpha Tauri, all Albion's going to be a contender. Then JWBA, 127.1. And these, apart from all Albion, these are fairly recent. Yeah, mine was on the 28th. So yeah. Wildcat 127.3, Schumacher 128.2. If I can split Wildcat and Schumacher, I'll be happy. So I'm aiming for sub 127. Yeah, I'm aiming for sub 127s for this circuit. So let's go on to custom setup. Right, view car setup. Yeah, fuel load, that's fine. Adjust the front and rear wings in order to achieve the desired level of aerodynamic performance and balance. Higher wing angles produce more downforce, which improves grip, but also increases drag, which dramatically reduces straight line speed. Okay, so at the moment front wing aero's at 5, rear wing aero's at 6. Okay, let's see what happens when they're both at 6, because that's fairly balanced. Transmission, adjusting the car's differential will affect the way power is transmitted to the rear wheels. An unlocked differential will allow the driven wheels to turn at different speeds, whereas a locked differential forces both driven wheels to rotate at the same speed. Advantages of a more open setup are less tyre wear and more gradual transition of traction loss, whereas a more locked setup may provide an advantage in outright traction. So unlocked is 50%. If I go halfway between the two on both, so 75-75, camber angle defines negative effect on tyre wear. Right, let's keep that there for now. Stiff springs will stop the car from lunging forward during aggressive braking or rearward under sudden acceleration. While this improves aerodynamic stability, an oversprung car can be very harsh on tyres as well as skittish over bumps. Soft springs absorb bumps more effectively, but harsh acceleration or braking can pivot the car aggressively, causing a negative effect on aerodynamics. So if I bring the rear suspension up to 5 in line with front suspension, bring the rear anti-roll up to 6, and yeah, just leave the ride height as is. Front brake bias, yeah, setting brake bias to the front increases the chance of front lockups, causing understeer on corner entry, whereas rearward brake bias will have oversteer. So yeah, just leave the brake pressure as is, and front brake bias to 60%, and obviously tyre pressures. Softer tyres have large surface area, meaning traction is improved at a cost to responsiveness in high load situations. An increase in tyre pressure can also reduce rolling resistance, meaning a very slight improvement in straight line speed. Increased tyre pressures also contribute to higher tyre temperatures, as we've seen with the Mercedes at Silverstone last weekend. So, and you know, Flip knows what's going to happen in tomorrow's race in Spain. So if I go 21, 22, if I go 22.3 psi in the rear tyres and 23 psi in the front tyres, let's see how that works. Just going to save this setup, save it as I'm going to save it as Waltmeister League 01. Right. So let's see how that works. Load car setup, load it. There we go. Now, my aim is sub 127s. So, and that will put me in between Wildcat and Schumacher. So let's try and get a sub 127. This could go either way, guys. Already the cornering seems to be a bit more responsive than like presetting it to top speed. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Cornering seems okay, it's just me trying to control it better. Here's the real test, turn 10. Well, the brakes are more responsive because that stopped me earlier than what I expected. There we go, that's pulling me wide. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. This is going to be miles behind. There goes sub 127. 132.9, that was horrible. And even my PB is beating me in straight line speed. Nah. This setup's not working. Nah, this setup's definitely not working, guys. See, they're pulling away the whole time. Okay. So that was actually no good trying to balance it all out on here. Cornering seemed to be good. So if we go back down there, leave the ride height as is. Negative effect on corner. Increase the vehicle's drag profile. So I'm just going to drop the ride height a little bit, not too much because I don't want to bottom out. Basically, when the floor is touching the floor of the car is touching the track. Right, let's keep that to 58% on the brake bias. Let's drop the tyre pressures. So keep the camber there. Let's drop that down. Right, let's drop that back there and keep the fuel load. So save and overwrite that. Let's see how good that is now. Bear with me guys, I'm still learning what the best setup is for this track. DRS open and let's do it. Okay, that is slightly better. Ah! Yeah, they're gaining the whole time in a straight line. I was 133, so 130.3, so I weren't that far. Yeah, there's my PB again. Turn 4 is where I'm having trouble now. And turn 8. Oh, here comes... Right, they're miles ahead, so I've got to put a decent lap in now. No! No, that's gone wide. Cornering's not that great on this setup. Right, let's go for one more lap on this setup to get rid of the invalidation. Yeah, turn 1 into turn 2. I'm having trouble. Ah! Span that one. Right, so it looks like I'm going to have to go to preset 2 and see where that takes me. And this is what I was on about. I've been known to spin at this corner. That's what happens if I take too much curb at turn 12. Right, let's go to increase downforce. Right, so I'm now on preset 2, which is increased downforce. Better cornering, but a low top speed. So if I use this in the race, I could get overwhelmed, to be honest. But let's see if I could just keep it on the flipping track. Much better, that was. See, the thing with Bahrain is, yeah, long straights, but some very tight corners. Like turn 2 and turn 10. Turn 8 could fall into that category as well, this one that's coming up. Here. Look how tight that is. Just get away with that. Here comes turn 10. And yeah, too much. That is my only issue with this circuit, turn 10. I was on a decent lap as well. I've always had problems with turn 10. You know, sometimes I can't seem to slow the car down enough to get round. But yeah, as you can see, preset 2, which is down on top speed, and my personal best and the rival car is gaining ground on me in straight lines, and there's at least 4 straight lines in this circuit. So slow right down to turn 1. I'm ahead of PB for the moment. Wide again. Turn 11, long sweeping right left-hander into turn 12, which is a long sweeping right-hander, gets onto the curb. 130.3. Okay. I want to try and break sub 127. But I may not be able to do it on this setup. I always go wide at turn 7. Compromises me for turn 8. I know I did that 129.1 in a Mercedes, but I want to at least beat my PB at some point tonight. But trying to do that in a McLaren, it's another story. .130.1, I've improved slightly. I was going to say I'm actually ahead of the rival car. Right, into the next sequence of corners. Slow down for there. Do not go wide here. Good. Slow right down for turn 8. Get back on the power. Here comes turn 10 again. Beautiful. Into DRS. Turn 11. Don't go wide. Into turn 12, don't get on the curb and end up spinning. Bit late into the braking zone on turn 13, that's compromised me. Ah! Come on! Doing well right up until turn 13. But this is still going to be a decent time. That was actually slower, 132.2. Hey West Brom fan, how are you doing? Just trying to, yeah, invalidated. Yeah, I'm okay. Just trying to PB Bahrain, ready for my competitive league race tomorrow. Round 2, which obviously is in Bahrain, hence why I'm trying to PB this. My current PB is 129.1. I want to try and break sub 127 if I can. I've tried top speed setup, which was useless with corners. I've tried my custom setup, which was actually slower, and now I'm just trying a cornering orientated yeah, I know. We'll be back at the Hawthorns soon, dude. We will definitely be back at the Hawthorns soon. But this was a messy lap. Well, if you want to know more about motor racing, watch the Spanish Grand Prix tomorrow. If you've got Sky, it's on Sky Sports F1. If you haven't, the highlights will be on Channel 4 tomorrow night. But yeah, I can't really tell you much about motor racing itself, but yeah, I do watch a lot of Formula 1, you know, when the Albion's not playing, of course. But yeah. Yeah, I know. And given our stadium has like 27,000 capacity, you know, you're talking about, what, less than 10,000? Yeah. It sucks that we can't, you know, go to the Hawthorns right now. Well, but hey, at least it's Premier League football next season. Don't go wide. I know, this year has just been weird AF. You know, it's just been absolutely weird. Right, let's go on this run again. That's going to be terrible. Yeah, that's a 133.3. Get over. Hit the DRS. Now, don't worry about it, man. You don't have to apologise for anything. Oh, what do you mean invalidated again? Come on. How did I go wide then? Oh, here we go again. Fan of Albion or a fan of Formula One? Okay, but next lap's invalidated too. Yeah, I have got a season ticket, but it was more like a carer's ticket because my brother got his season ticket, and because he's disabled, he had the option to get what's known as a carer's season ticket, and because I take him to most of the games, he gave me that ticket. So yeah, I have got a season ticket, but it's basically a carer's ticket, you know, so I always take Darren with me to the games. You've probably seen him on my match vlogs. But yeah, up until the lockdown, it was really good going to the Hawthorns like every home game. I don't go to the away games because of work commitments, but you know, it's been really good going to the home games. The only home game I missed last season, pre-lockdown, was Brentford, because that was like in the run up to Christmas and I was really busy at work, so I couldn't go. So I ended up, you know, not going. But yeah, out of all the home games pre-lockdown, I only missed the Brentford one. Right. Oh, this one's... No, this one ain't invalidated. Come on. Right, that was a decent first couple of corners. That seems a bit long. I'll read that when I'm not on a fast lap. Which I'm not now. That was messy. Right. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. PS4, mate. It's on PS4. As you can see. Well, I've been putting in a couple of terrible lap times, so now let's see if we can get... If I can get sub 128, I will be happy. Call of Duty. Call of Duty, some Minecraft at times, you know, when I feel like it. I haven't really broadcasted Minecraft per se, but... Turn 8's compromised again. Oh, if I do this in the race tomorrow, no points for me. Yeah, Call of Duty's awesome, isn't it? Not Black Ops 4 because I couldn't get into that one, but yeah, this new one, Modern Warfare, yeah, awesome. Season 5 now, Call of Duty, so come on! Don't invalidate me every time. Right, DRS open. That's a 131. 130.1. Whoa, lost it, lost it, lost it, lost it. The only actually competitive gameplay that I'm doing at the moment is Formula 1. Hence why I'm practicing now, because we do have a race tomorrow, which I will be live streaming from 8:30 tomorrow night. So, yeah. Exactly as it is on the YouTube channel, Crazy Shadow 303. That's my PS4 username. It's exactly as it is on the YouTube channel. Yeah, of course, no problem, man. If you've got a Twitter account as well and you follow all the Albion Twitter pages, you know All Albion, who's on there predominantly, he's just joined this league, so it'll be me versus All Albion versus everyone else in the league. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to racing against All Albion. Been on furlough from like March and April, and I went back to work in May, so yeah. So I was on furlough for like 7 weeks in March and April, but I went back to work like early May. This is good. Speaking of Call of Duty, they've just installed an update file. That's the difficult thing, slowing the car down for turn 10 and then getting back up to speed for the DRS. Don't go wide. Ah! This is going to be a really good time as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the actual drivers. I'm racing as Lando Norris. All Albion's going to be in an Alpha Tauri, so he's either going to be Kvyat or Gasly. But yeah, this is why I'm doing these practice sessions in a McLaren, because I'm racing in the McLaren team in the competitive races. So yeah, I've got Lando Norris's car. Because by the time I joined, the Red Bulls, the Mercedes and the Ferraris were all taken. So I went for the next best team, which was McLaren, in my opinion. And obviously I had to go with our boy Lando. Oh, I came out of that better. I think maybe I shouldn't have done my PB in a Mercedes. Had to tap the brakes a bit then, just to keep it on track. Right, last attempt. If it looks like I'm not going to beat it on the next lap, then I'll pit and work something else out. That was a 129.9. Yeah, that was a 129.9 and my PB was a 129.1. So, yeah. Oh, that sucks, dude. Well, I hope you're doing well, mate. Don't go wide. It went wide. It went wide, of course it did. Hope you're doing well, West Brom fan. Yeah, I'm gonna pit in this lap. See if we can try something else. Don't spin on turn 12, John. Come on. Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it? You know, at least I got quite a few things done that, you know, YouTube-wise when I was on furlough, but yeah. Oh, absolutely, you know. But I work in retail, so, you know, we're in demand at the moment. So that's why I had 7 weeks on furlough, and then I went back to work in May. So, yeah. Does seem like a long time ago when I went back to work, to be honest, because you know May, June, July, August, so yeah, 4 months back. But it had been dead quiet because I work in the city centre. I work in Birmingham, and you know, first couple of months it was dead quiet because obviously no one was coming into the city centre. So yeah. Oh, terrific! That's awesome, mate, because I've got an iPhone. That's awesome, man. Working for a company like that. Right, so increased downforce wasn't working. What time is it now? I'm only going to be on for, say, another 20 minutes because I'm actually going to go on Call of Duty at 10 o'clock because, you know, I'm in a regiment on Call of Duty and 10 o'clock till 11 is double XP hour for us. So, so I'm only going to be on here for another 15-20 minutes trying to get all this sorted. If I can't get it sorted, then obviously I'll work out a setup off camera tomorrow. And yeah, then we'll go on stream for the actual race for round 2 tomorrow night. Me, all Albion, and quite a few. I'm actually by the hospital. So yeah, I'm not going to say exactly where, because obviously, you know, YouTube and everything like that. But yeah, I live in and around the hospital. Well, I don't live in the hospital. That would be stupid. But I live around the hospital. So yeah. I'm not going to say exactly where. Yes, I do know Charlemont. It is literally like down the road, isn't it? You know, carry on past the hospital, you're at Charlemont. But yeah, I live around the hospital. I almost said in the hospital again. That would I live in the hospital. But yeah, I know Charlemont. I've got friends who live in Charlemont as well. So yeah. Yeah, literally not far from where I am, I know. So let's try last 15 minutes, one last setup. And if I can't get this done, then I'll work it out off camera, because I want to be competitive in this league. If you went back to my live stream of round 1 from Sunday, I was as high as 2nd in the race, and I dropped to 3rd and then crashed out. So I can do it. No, that's fine, mate. That's fine. To be honest, I've actually got work tomorrow until like the afternoon, and then I'll be coming back here doing my setups for this game. And yeah, I'll be mostly on Formula 1 tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be on. That's why I'm going on at 10 o'clock on Call of Duty, because I won't be able to do any Call of Duty tomorrow, obviously because I've got the race tomorrow and I've got work until like the afternoon. Yes, I do have to work on a Sunday. It is retail after all. But yeah, so yeah, I won't be doing much Call of Duty tomorrow. I'll be prepping for the race. So if I can't get this setup nailed down for this circuit, then I'll work it all out, you know, before. Yep, I'm available Thursday, you know, so I think I've got a day off Thursday. I'll have to check that. It's not a case of whether I like retail work, it just pays the bills, doesn't it? You know. You know, I work in a warehouse, in the warehouse department, in my workplace. So it's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of sweat, a lot of blood, definitely, because I've been known to have a few cuts and bruises. But yeah, it pays the bills. Not to mention the fact that I've literally been in retail my entire career. You know, I came out of school and college and I went straight into a retail job, and I've basically been in retail ever since. Yeah, I've basically been doing retail ever since, so yeah. What am I going to change on here? Let's drop the tyre pressures. Front. Yeah, let's go to 57% brake bias. Should I... So the ride height wasn't doing much, so I'll keep that like that. Oh yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. See, to be honest, before I got this job, you know, I was unemployed for 16 months, and it was like the worst 16 months imaginable. You know, not that I was just laying about for 16 months. You know, I was trying hard to get a job. I was really trying, but, you know, I'd worked for a particular company that wasn't, should we say, very popular, and they stereotyped every employee afterwards. And unfortunately, I was a victim of that stereotype. I'm not going to say which company, but it is very unpopular amongst job centres and employers. So, yeah, it took me 16 months to get back into work. And you know what? That was like 13 years ago. So you could tell I've been keeping my nose down and getting on with it, not giving my employers any hint of them, you know, having enough of me. Although they probably have had enough of me, but I'm practically part of the furniture there. Yeah, you know, the way I got my job, it was just a one. It just happened to be, you know, I was at like one of those job fairs, and the company I worked for, they was there, and I filled out, you know, a form, gave them my CV. Within a couple of days, they said, because they was opening up a new store in West Brom, by the way, and it was yeah, they was like, come for an interview. And so I went for an interview. The manager of that store took one look at me. By the time I got the interview, the store had already opened. By the time of the jobs fair, you know, the store had already opened. They just needed additional staff. So I went to the store. I can remember the interview. You know, it was like 13 years ago, but I can still remember the interview. The store manager at the time took one look at me and basically said, "When can you start?" And I've never looked back. 13 years later, okay, I'm in a different store, but the same company. So many million looking. It's gonna be. Oh, I know. I absolutely know. So yeah, let's try this setup. I know. Never looked back. Basically, it was like 5 seconds, and it was a when can you start. So, did I save all that? Yeah, I did. I did. Save it again to make sure. Right, we're saved. Good. So let's try one more run at this last 10 minutes. And then I'm going to be ending stream and going on some Call of Duty. Going to the games themselves properly. Season before last, when we first got relegated, because obviously Premier League prices, I couldn't afford them. Wow, that's massive understeer there. So yeah, my first game was when I went as a kid at home to Southampton. Literally the last but one game of that season, 2008, when we got promoted as champions. Yeah, literally 2 years ago. The first game. Wow, stop! Oh, no damage on time trials. Okay, let's try again. I think I've compromised my cornering with that new setup. Yeah, I've definite massive understeer. Huge. Yeah, so as I was saying, my first game that I ever went to at the Albion was against Southampton. Hey Kyle, you alright? 2008 it was. Me and my brother went, not Darren, a different brother. And yeah, because there's like me and 3 brothers and a sister, which Kyle knows all about. It's his partner. And yeah, it was literally the 1-1 draw. We got the point we needed to get promoted, and the week after, you know, we basically won the title, didn't we? 2-0 against QPR. So that was my very first Albion game in 2008. Oh, right. Hope she enjoys that. Yeah, say hi to Danielle for me. She's probably watching right now as well. But yeah. Hi, sis. But yeah, so then I actually started going to the Hawthorns Oh, Kyle, why does that not surprise me? Danielle, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing, sis? But yeah, oh, Kyle, you made me lose my train of thought now. But yeah, I started going proper. First game, yeah, Ben and Jerry's, of course. Is there any other? But yeah, basically, I went 2 years ago to the first game at home against Bolton when we lost 2-1. Look where Bolton is now, to be honest. But yeah, that was my first game proper. The Bolton game 2 years ago when we first got relegated. I did go to the Aston Villa game. The playoffs at the Hawthorns when we lost on penalties. And honestly, that was absolutely gutting that we lost to Villa on that day. But yeah, got the season ticket as I already said for the season just gone. And pre-lockdown, I'd only missed one home game, and that was the Brentford one over Christmas because obviously work commitments. So yeah. I've been asleep for hours and she has used 15 gig already. Well, don't let her use your phone then. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was... I mean, the atmosphere was absolutely awesome. It was like the best atmosphere that season. But we lost on penalties, didn't we? You know. Yeah, I can believe that, Kyle. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the balanced because that seems to be the better setup. What time are we on now? Yeah, I've got time for a couple more laps, and then I've really got to finish and get on Call of Duty. So yeah. So let's see if I can actually get at least sub 128. Still running wide on turn 1. Yes, Danielle. After the stream. Don't mention it on here, but I know what you're on about. Yeah, so balanced is... Yeah, absolutely. Playoff second leg against Villa last season. That was the best atmosphere that season. Pity we did lose on penalties, but yeah. Whoa, understeer! Now I'm going to have to work something out before the race, off camera, tomorrow, but yeah. Setups just don't seem to work. I might have to revert to presets. That was a 135. So I hit the apex of turn 1. I'm not braking hard, Kyle. It's just that there's no grip. But this is whoa. This is a pretty hard track to get the setup right. So yeah. By adjusting suspension and everything like that, which I've already tried, Kyle. And I do play FIFA sometimes. It's usually career mode with the Albion. I am planning on getting FIFA 21 when it comes out. So I'm hoping to do some content on that. But it will be very Albion related. Maybe an Albion career mode, or, you know, an ultimate team with the Albion players. You know? I just wonder what they're going to do, you know, because FIFA 17, 18, 19 had that story mode, and FIFA 20 basically had a remake of FIFA Street, essentially. So I wonder what they're going to do with FIFA 21. So yeah, that was a better corner. That was a better corner. See, if I do turn one right, turns 2 and 3 come easy. That wasn't too bad on turn 4. Here comes the next sequence. No! Oh, got away with that. Oh, how did I leave the track? The front right was still on track. The front right was still on track. Yeah. On this setup, do you mean, West Brom fan? Sorry, because last weekend I just used the entire session with presets. I just wanted to like try a few custom setups, but that obviously hasn't worked out. Right, this is going to be my last competitive lap of this stream. Slight understeer, but I managed to get it back. Ah! It always seems to want to understeer too much, and when I try to recover it, it invalidates the lap. But amazingly, I'm doing better at turn 10. Yep, on here tomorrow night from 8:30. The session starts about 10 to 9. Yeah, what we're doing is like a practice session, full qualifying, Q1, 2 and 3, and a 50% distance race. The stream itself will take about 2 hours, because it did last Sunday, it took 2 hours. So yeah, I will be on here tomorrow night from 8:30. That was a 1:30.2, so looks like that's all I'm going to get for this practice session. But obviously, you know, tonight's stream was all about acclimatising to this track, because it is going to be this circuit that is going to be played tomorrow. So yeah, round 2 Bahrain. And yeah, I've just noticed one of my Call of Duty friends has just come online, so I will be ending the stream here when I get back in the pits. And yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow night. We will have headsets in, so there will be a game chat going on. I'm kind of hoping All Albion has a headset, so he'd be able to join the chat, because it'd be interesting to hear from All Albion, and not just on Twitter. Yeah, that's fine, mate. What I will say, because this did happen on Sunday, if I go long periods without talking, it's because I'm in full focus mode. So yeah, I will be in full focus mode if I'm not talking. There will be spells where I will talk, but you know, obviously if I'm not acknowledging chat or talking or anything like that, that means I'm fully focused on what I'm doing. You know, because in a competitive game, it is difficult to glance over to chat and like try and play competitively at the same time. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's actually gone over 10 o'clock now. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you like this stream, please leave a like, subscribe to Crazy Shadow 303 if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to join my notification squad, my shadow squad, and get notifications on all new content on the channel. It's okay, mate, no worries, I'm off now. I'll see you on it. Yeah, see you tomorrow night, West Brom Fan TV. I will try and acknowledge chat as much as I can tomorrow night, but as I said, it will be a competitive race, and there will be times where I will be in full focus mode. So, and don't worry, the message down there will get changed, because it's still got the same message that I had from the last race. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in another stream, literally tomorrow night, after I'm done with work and everything like that. And yeah, Kyle, say bye to Danielle for me, you know. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye for now. See you tomorrow at 8:30, where hopefully I will not DNF again.